All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to unpack a really cool idea for living a life that's, both authentic and meaningful. And it all revolves around this powerful concept, the aesthetics of truth. So, our entire journey today really kicks off with this one single quote from Albert Tan. Dare to be different, as long as you seek truth, be curious, open-minded, learning, and look aesthetics of life. Now, this isn't just some nice, fluffy sentiment. It's actually a blueprint. Because if you look closely, this quote is really two things at the same time. Yeah, it's a challenge, for sure. But it's also a roadmap. It gives us a direction. So the big question for us is, what does it actually mean to follow it? Okay, let's start with those first four words, because they're the real call to action, right? The spark that gets the whole engine running. I mean, just think about that word, dare. It's not try to be different or consider being different. It's a dare. That implies courage. It suggests that, standing apart from the crowd and forging your own path, well, it takes a conscious act of bravery. It's not about being different just for the heck of it. It's about having the guts to be authentic. But here's the thing. Courage without any direction, that can be kind of reckless. And that is exactly where the second half of this quote comes into play. It provides the structure, the guardrails that turn just being a nonconformist into something really purposeful. The real power of this whole idea, it hinges on these three little words, as long as. This is the pivot point. It says, go on, be different, but on these conditions. This is what separates meaningful individuality from just plain rebellion. And what are those conditions? Well, here they are, these four pillars. You got to seek truth, be curious, practice open-minded learning, and see the aesthetics of life. And this isn't just a random list, you guys. It's a complete system for building a life that actually feels real. So let's break these down, starting with the first pair, truth and curiosity. They're super intertwined. In fact, you'll see you can't really have one without the other. First up, seeking truth. This is your foundation. It's all about committing yourself to understanding reality for what it actually is, not just what you want it to be. It's about having the intellectual honesty to value what's real, even when it's tough or, well, inconvenient. But how do you even begin to seek truth? Well, that's where curiosity comes in. Curiosity is the engine. It's the active ingredient. It's that relentless little voice inside you asking why. It's the energy that pushes you past the easy, surface-level answers and gets you to a much deeper understanding. And this table just lays it out perfectly. Seeking truth, that's your destination. It's the what you're trying to find. Being curious, that's the journey. It's the why and the how you get there. One gives you that solid ground to stand on, and the other powers the whole exploration to find it. Okay, so with a solid foundation of truth and a curious mind, we can start to build on it with the next two pillars. And these are all about how you interact with the world and process everything you discover. So if seeking truth is the goal, finding what's real, then open-minded learning is the actual process. It's having the humility to accept that, hey, you might be wrong. And it's having the courage to actively seek out information that might even challenge what you believe right now. And then there's this last piece, and it's just so beautiful. Seeing the aesthetics of life. And we're not just talking about art here. It's about training your eye to see the elegance in a math equation, or the perfect spiral of a seashell, or that intricate harmony in a piece of music. It's about appreciating the form and beauty in everything. So while open-minded learning is all about expanding your mind by taking in new knowledge, seeing the aesthetics of life, well, that enriches your soul. It shapes how you experience all that knowledge. One builds your understanding, and the other just elevates your entire experience of being alive. So what happens when you bring all four of these pillars together? You get something that's truly powerful. You get a synthesized life. Because this complete framework, it shows you how all the pillars support each other in a cycle. Your curiosity fuels your search for truth. And you can only really get to that truth through open-minded learning. And the whole journey is given this incredible depth and richness when you appreciate the aesthetics of life. And honestly, this is the most important takeaway of all. This framework, it's not a set of rules meant to box you in. It's a compass. It makes sure that your unique path, your difference, is pointed towards something that's meaningful and substantial and beautiful. Which, leaves us with one final personal question. This isn't just a theory, it's a practice. So if you were to actually take that dare, to truly be different starting right now, Which of these 4 pillars would be your first step? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.